So I was opening a can of wet food for my giant fat cat when my nail broke. Yeah, it almost snapped right off and it freaking hurt, okay? So now I get to try and fix it. Thanks a lot, fat cat. So now I'm just gently removing the polish, being really careful not to snag the cotton pad on the break of the nail because that's just going to tear it off and it's going to hurt a lot. So you want to remove it with the grain of the crack, not against the grain. With the grain, people. You're going to snap that bitch right off. As you can see, it's kind of a deep crack. If it were to break off right here, I would definitely be bleeding and be in pain. So let's not make that happen, please. Now it's time to start filing the edges and surface around the crack so that it doesn't snag on anything like your hair, your sweater, or a giant annoying fat cat. Now grab some tweezers and make sure the edges are all lined up by just pinching it a little bit so that it's all ready for glue. Now we're ready for the fun part. Soak that traitor of a nail in a nice blob of glue and wait for it to dry. I'm using just regular nail glue, but you could use super glue. Just be careful. Do not glue your nail to that annoying cat of yours. Once you've given it like 10 minutes to dry, you can just go ahead and start filing it down to make sure the surface is all smooth and ready for polish. And now your nail looks even worse than before. But at least you still have a nail, so who cares? Now your newly patched nail should be all nice and smooth and ready to go. Now before you polish your nail, add a thick coat of your favorite base coat. This is going to help create an even smoother surface. Now just go ahead and apply whatever polish you want and as many coats as necessary. I'm adding a second coat because this polish sucks. And now just add a thick coat of glossy top coat or matte top coat, whichever you prefer. And now your nail is nice and protected and smooth and thick again, so be careful when opening those wet food cans for your fat cat. A word of warning.